most likely to become a stripper? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing great. So today we're going to be doing a challenge we actually haven't done before, and that's the who's most likely to challenge. So what it is I've got a list of questions here, or scenarios. So who's most likely to blank, and then we've each got, so we've got each of our names on this little sheet that we made up quite nicely literally 5 minutes ago, and we're just going to answer the questions as honestly as we can, and then maybe have a little conversation about it. So maybe a little, we'll see. We probably will do a part 2 if you guys like this video, by which I mean we're gonna film this one, turn the camera off, probably change our clothes, and film part 2. So you can expect someday it will come out. But yeah, without further ado, here we go. First question: who's most likely to win the lottery? Well, we both play, so
I'm gonna say you.
I'm gonna say you because I feel like I get the better luck with the little numbers. Like when we're doing scratch tickets, the most I've won is $250, but the most you've won is $50, right?
Wow, that sounds great.
So since we both play the lottery, I have a funny feeling that you're gonna win the big money before I do.
Yeah.
So
maybe.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law won a good chunk.
Oh,
A couple of years ago.
tell her to pass on the luck.
I know. I've been like rubbing her arm every time I walk by her.
That must be uncomfortable. All right, so number 2. Who is most likely to get into a bar fight?
Okay. All right. I'm
said,
not really that feisty, but when I get drinking, you never know what's gonna happen.
I just, all I can think of is when I think of fights, I think I've never been in a fight, and then I picture back when I was like, up until I was probably 13, and you'd sit on my leg and rub your butt bones into my leg until I was crying.
I also did beat up some kid that was picking on you when we were young too. So
she got it. All right. Next, we've got who would most likely to be the first to die in a zombie apocalypse?
I would rely on other people, and when those people are dead, I just take me.
I feel like I'm like a little more strategic than you.
I am not.
And I
need
fit
to
into
watch
small
Zombieland
spaces.
again.
I fit into small spaces. But well, as far as Zombieland, cardio, that's you.
Oh, that's me. I can run.
You could
for
probably
miles.
run, but I think that I would be the better.
But I'd probably be the one to
hider.
run into a zombie.
Run! Oh, don't kill me, please.
Sorry.
All right, next, who's most likely to become a stripper? Times are hard, guys. Do you know how much YouTube costs me? Especially with some of the things I want to do. I want to go kayaking and stuff. And do you know how much a kayak is? It's like $450 for one that'll actually float.
I'm just trying to get married. Honestly, I've been trying for 2 years to get married.
Releases a book in 10 years. How I became a stripper in order to pay for my wedding. Wonder how the fiance feels about that.
Wow.
All right, next question. Who's most likely to kill someone by accident?
I walk everywhere. You drive.
Hey, I mean,
It's easier for you to kill somebody than me walking into them. Unless I really knock them hard.
you're probably gonna like knock somebody into like the pond and they're gonna drown. No, it's gonna be the one person who can't swim.
What pond? I don't have
The pond you freaking the rivers, the lakes you go to all the time.
Yeah.
You're gonna like trip over a rock and knock someone into the lake, and they're gonna just drown.
now I'm never gonna go near it again. Thanks.
Those frogs will thank you.
Just start.
Those frogs will
I totally think you said frogful.
Those frogs.
Frogful, thanks.
Those frogs will thank me. Okay, who's most likely to get mauled by a bear? Forgot I wrote that one. Oh, I think you.
Actually, it would totally be me. I'm more in the wilderness than you are.
Yeah, the only reason I would say me is because I get a little too close sometimes to things. Right, next one we've got who's most likely to live in a zoo?
Okay, fine. You know what? I agree with that.
I get a little too close sometimes.
Yes, you do.
I'd probably just like, oh, look at the pretty
Okay, so
lion!
we
Just
should-
sneaks in.
Yeah, it's a good thing that we said the mauled by the bear thing first, because she'd be in the zoo being mauled by the bear. She'd be in
After
the,
hours,
like, the bear,
nobody's there to save me.
She'd be in like the bear click. She'd be like, I'm so cold. Hold me, and it would just eat her. It would just kill her.
Or have you ever read the Alligator Baby by Robert Munsch? When they go to the zoo and they I guess the mom had a baby and she goes to the zoo and grabs a baby alligator, a baby monkey, and a baby seal.
Oh,
and
yes. Yes, when I was young, I read that.
Yeah, I loved that one.
I love Robert Munch. I have that book, but I haven't read it yet.
All right, who's most likely to live in a big city?
Fun fact, we already kind of both did. You lived in Scarborough, and I lived on the outskirts of, well, I lived in Vaughan.
I don't like big cities, like, as far as, like, Toronto goes. That's why I live in Scarborough. Actually, I lived in Toronto because I didn't get into the university I wanted. Let's be real. But I don't like big cities because, like, they're terrifying.
Too much, and
I get lost.
Yeah.
I can't do subways. I can't do buses. I get lost. Ask anyone who's ever lived with me.
See, that's the thing, is that we both had aspirations when we were younger to live in a bigger city, and then we got there and we were like, no, I'm going back home. Like, it's quieter.
I want to live somewhere bigger than I am now because my next door neighbor moves.
You live
but you know,
Bessie there.
It's the next door neighbor, Bessie.
You should see it.
Crawl over to
the neighbor walks her around the block now and then, and people just milk her when they're thirsty.
Ew. Unpasteurized milk. Yeehaw.
Like I said.
Ew. Yeah, no, I live in a pretty small town. It's like a town of like, what, 300?
Yeah.
Like,
you live in Hicktown. You do.
For someone who wants to literally get somewhere with like writing or photography or videography or YouTube or something, this is not the place to do it. Let's be real. And also, like, I'm the only YouTuber in town. Like, there's no one to collab with.
There's no one else in town.
There's no one to
I'm the only, there can only be one of everything, and I got to be the YouTuber.
Yeah! I work at a farmer.
We got the cow milker down the street.
I work at a factory, and I'm a YouTuber. Yay! I struck gold on that.
Living the life.
Next, we've got, who's most likely to not shower for a week? I can't go...
Recently, the longest I've gone is 3 days, but that's because I was working a lot.
I cannot go longer than like 2 days without showering because my hair is very naturally oily. And I can tell you guys now, you've never seen me on video without having a shower at least.
Oh, you've seen me and you wouldn't have even known it.
Yeah, but
I don't have oily hair.
I showered this morning and even still my hair is kind of feeling heavy right now, so... Yeah, no, that's definitely not me.
The oil's in your finger, stop touching it.
Well, I can't not touch my hair. It's my prized
It's attached to me.
I think this is our last one for this one, and then we're going to be doing round 2. Alright, so who is most likely to bungee jump first?
I would do it.
I was thinking me, because I think that I would take you, but I don't know, bungee jumping's quite expensive. I don't think I want to, I don't really want to bungee jump. I'd rather skydive.
I want to do both.
I would rather skydive first, so I'll let you bungee jump
first. It would be to go bungee jumping with a GoPro on your head and just come back up.
Give your viewers
literally see the world coming toward you.
Yeah, I think that I would let you bungee jump. Like, I would I think that if we were going to go bungee jumping, I think I would do the part where we're, like, tied together and we go at the same time.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
But, like, if it came to bungee jumping first, I'd probably let you do it because I don't like heights. I love heights. So I would probably be like, you go, and then I'd try to talk my way out of it.
I love heights.
So, same with skydiving. I'd probably be the last to jump, and that's probably because somebody would have to push me out at the end. Like, I really want to go, but I'm scared of it.
You would have to go first because I'd have to be the one to push you.
Or you can just pay somebody in the back and be like, okay, look, if she doesn't jump out before
if she doesn't jump out at the count of 3, you just do what you have to do.
Push her. Get her to jump out.
Get her done.
Get her done. All right. And I believe that's it for this round. I know it was very quick, but that's okay. Quick videos.
Give us some likes if you want a round 2. We'll do it.
Not that we're going to film it next. Like, why would we do that?
I don't know why you tell everybody all your problems.
I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next week with a new video.
Bye.
Bye.